going live, going live, going live, going live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griever back here. You guys' host, as always, bringing you guys Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, chapter 34, live reaction. You're here, it's live, we are good to go. Already, I have chat going. It's crazy because this is super late night. I am drunk as hell, not gonna lie. And let's just check the chat really quick because I think we got a chat going. Dragon Trade is already in here saying, yo, Dragon Trade, always appreciate him. Tenryo is in here saying, Record of Ragnarok, hype returns. Absolutely. In all honesty, I was going to do this chapter reaction yesterday. And though, thank God I didn't have to. I was 3 sheets to the wind. I've been working my ass off, guys. I put in an 85-hour week. I'm exhausted. But either way, yeah, I really wanted to do this, but it was told to me that the chapter 35 would be out that day. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and it just did not happen. So, I mean, I don't control that shit, guys. I don't, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I don't. So, you know, can't do anything about that, man. So, at the end of the day, I thought I would do a double feature live reaction. Ain't gonna happen. But it's out of my control. I'm fine with that. You know? So, you know. No, wrong side. Gotta fix this one. Though my hair's a mess anyways. What do I care? So yeah, I really did hope that I would get to do a double feature, a chapter 34 and 35 reaction in one live stream. But at the end of the day, as many people have told me, it's just more content. And more lucrative content. My One Punch Man, all my live streams do very well. I haven't had an unsuccessful live stream. I can honestly say that. In my limited numbers, I have never had an unsuccessful live stream. Not that I really could tell. I have had worse live streams than others, but never an unsuccessful one. So, either way, our obligatory wait, it's only been a few minutes. We usually wait 5 to 10 minutes, as I said in the One Punch Man live reaction, to actually get into the chapter. So, and plus, I am so tired, guys. Really tired. But before I read the chat, once again, want to apologize. I want to say to Vibhav, especially, I felt like I was belligerent towards him in the last stream. I'm Canadian, so here's my sorry. You know, I didn't mean to it come off that way. Was running on adrenaline, still am, overtired and all that stuff. Those aren't excuses, those are just reasons, and I just want to say sorry if I came off in a shitty way. You know, I don't like to, when it comes to the point, and I didn't come to this point, which I'm glad for, but when it comes to the point when you're having a debate or an argument or a heated discussion with somebody and you go into the whole name calling thing, that's when it becomes, okay, step back, because now it's no longer about the subject matter. Now you're personally attacking someone, and it should never get to that point. I didn't do that, and I've never done that, but nonetheless, I felt like I was going overboard due to, like, running on adrenaline and just being like, no, I'm harping on the Tatsumaki hate, and I was just there. So, yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with everything I said. 90% of it was good, 10% was a little bullshit, but, yeah, I hope Vib's here in the stream. If he's not, great. But if he watches this later, I hope no hard feelings, man. Because I did feel bad. I felt bad after closing the stream. I felt bad all night. And I was just like, man, I'm not like that. I'm not like these other streamers. I don't, do that shit. So, like, I can hate on characters and people can be like, oh, I love Pig God. And I'd be like, fucking Pig God sucks. But I don't go, you're a fucking idiot for liking Pig God. It's two different type of insults, But let's just jump in back to the chat. What do we got? MC Dude is in here, says, what's up? What's up, man? Vib is in here, says, oh, Vib is in here. So I hope you heard my apology, Vib. I'm very, very sorry. I hope I didn't insult you, and if I did, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I was just passionate and overtired and no excuse, so that's why I'm apologizing. Vib says, looks like 35 isn't out yet. Yeah, 35 is not out yet. Vib was the one who actually told me that 35 would be out. That's why it was a choice between doing a Valkyrie stream and a One Punch Man stream, but One Punch Man was out. The second chapter of Valkyrie was not out, chapter 35, and I was like, alright, well, we're going to do it. So, but chapter 35 is not out. And I waited all yesterday. Thank God it didn't come out. I could not have done... If I had done another stream, I swear I would have got to the name calling shit. So, I have just been so tired, guys. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I got 8 hours of sleep over the last 4 days. If that makes sense. So add that all together when we do the stream. Let's see. Dragon Judge says, do you like tots? If you say yes, you're too drunk, but if you say no, you're sober enough. I have never liked tots. I will not... look. This is beer. Dragon Judge. Drink this whole beer. Puke it up. That's what I think of Tatsumaki. MC Dude says, just gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Team Giga Chad versus Team Double Cucked. Team Giga Chad versus Team Double Cucked. I have no idea. Is that a My Hero Academia reference? MC Dude, I got no idea what you're talking about. Explain the terms of this debate and then we'll go for it. Because honestly, the whole cuckold lifestyle is not necessarily terrible. Not that I would... Okay, that's going to be taken out of context. Why did I say that? Oh my god. I'm so glad I don't have like 1 million subscribers because that shit would be quoted, taken out of context, and I'd have memes on Google tomorrow. Thank God. Sometimes it pays to be a low subscriber channel. But yeah, I have no idea. Choose carefully. I need the parameters here, man. I need the parameters first. I mean, Ting Giga Chad sounds better. I don't want to be double cucked. Like, that's basically like telling me I want to watch my wife be fucked by 2 people twice or something. I don't know. I don't know what you're implying, and that's why I'm scared. Tenryoto says, reminder that Tekking would have reviewed Toriko on a weekly basis if the series didn't end prematurely end. Tenryo, you're absolutely right, because that man loves Toriko. He read all of Toriko. It was fan-fucking-tastic. A Dragon Trader says, Team Giga Chad. Alright, we'll go with the Giga Chad. Vib is in here and says, don't worry, Griever, we never got to the point of name calling. We never will, man. We never will. Even when I'm loaded. I have had, you guys know, you have followed my channel for a couple of years now. I have been piss fucking loaded off of like hard alcohol. This is just beer. But you guys have seen me on wine, you've seen me on rum, you've seen me on whiskey, you've seen me on 4 different alcohols. I've never come down to name calling. If I come down to name calling, I'll delete my channel. Like, it's just not a good, like, that's not fair. That's not fair to anybody. So I said we never got down to the point of name calling or anything. And as someone used to Reddit, you weren't anything near rude or to even anywhere near rude. Thank you, Vib. But I still want to apologize. I felt like I got heated and was belligerent, if nothing else. I felt like I was arrogant and belligerent. I just wanted to apologize. Viv is talking about Raiden and Shiva. Well, I haven't read the chapter yet, so we'll find out. What the fuck? My phone keeps going off. Wife is in the way. Oh, Grim Reaper's in the way too. But wife is in the way. No, stop. Fucking thing. She's complaining about my old man shorts, I'm sure. I'm wearing beige. No, you guys can't see it. Okay, you just see my. Never mind. Showing too much skin there for YouTube. But I'm wearing that. Oh, here's what I'll do. See, beige khakis, black t-shirt, white old man shoes. I'm dressed like a 45-year-old. That's my style, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I just exposed myself on live stream for being a grandfather, and I'm still getting the messages. What the fuck? So, yeah, Vib said MC Dude's talking about Raiden and Shiva, but I haven't read the chapter yet, so we're going to go. Once again, I think Shiva got a loose. Shiva's a bitch. She hasn't been a bitch the whole time, but yeah, whatever. MC Dude said Raiden is Giga Chad because he got laid like a dozen times over before the fight. Fair enough. MC Dude means Team Buddha versus the Scrub Gods. Well, Team Buddha all the way. Shiva got cucked by Zeus. Yep. MC Dude said just some banter. Miss content. Never seen you in here before. Welcome. Says if this chapter feels really short, chapter 35 was released at the same time. It just isn't translated yet. Probably going to be translated tomorrow. Yeah, I was waiting for that translation. That's why I'm doing the stream right now, is that I waited a couple of days. Actually, it was translated on Thursday, and now it's Saturday, and it's still not translated. So I did the One Punch Man stream, or was it translated Friday? Whatever. It was translated one day. I chose to do the One Punch Man stream, and then I waited at least a day, and nothing, so... Dragon Joy is a weird flex, Griever, but okay. It is a flex. I own the official dad clothing. I own the official you are a 45-year-old father without a baby sort of. I got the oversized black t-shirt from Mark's Work Warehouse, Canadian Tire. I got the khakis, beige only, no side pocket. I've got the crew socks with the white Walmart sneakers. I am golden. I even got the scruff because I'm too lazy to shave every day. So, I got that flex. I'm flexing on all males because here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. You think about this for a second. When I become a father, let's say it takes 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Doesn't matter. My wardrobe doesn't need to change. I don't need to all of a sudden convert, because how many of you have seen in elementary school a dad wearing a backwards baseball cap and a goddamn bench sweater and some like weird hipster shorts and thinks he's a father? It's like, what the fuck? No, you're not a responsible adult. You're a teenager who got a fucking high schooler pregnant. Like, no. And you're picking your kid up from school. No. My wardrobe is already set. My wardrobe has been set for 10 years and is going to last 30, because everything in my closet I can wear when I'm 50 and nobody will question it. I'm sold. I spent my money. I don't need to spend any more. Money saving, ladies and gentlemen. Life hack. If you're planning on being a father, buy your dad clothes now. Wear them now. Nobody will question you once you become a dad. Once you become a dad, nobody questions you for life because you're a dad. Let's see. Tenryo says, do you think angels will be introduced in Record of Ragnarok? I hope so, because they did have that whole Adam-Eve thing and the Lucifer thing, and that was weird. So demons like Beelzebub are confirmed to exist. Exactly. So that means the 7 crown princes of hell exist, because we've seen Lucifer and Beelzebub. We haven't seen Beelzebub, but I assume he exists because he's on the list. So, yeah, interesting. Dragon Trader says, how's the bar coming along? I mean, my taper was here this week, and the taper is coming next week to finish. Then I got to go buy some paint. It's on sale next week. And then I have to paint and do some other stuff. And I don't have enough money to pay for the flooring, like, guys. So, put it this way. We might get back to behind the bar with good audio by the end of the year. I'm not making any promises. 2020's screwed for a lot of people. Let's not make any promises. I hope to be down behind the bar for reviews in 2020. But if I'm not, sorry. Miss Contest says, Tenryoto, I think angels showed up in the stands during Adam's intro. Yeah, there were some angels there and blah, blah, blah. So, either way, this has been going on long enough. Let's get into the chapter. I already pulled it up. It's chapter 34. The title page already says conflict of interest, and we see once again the Buddha squad versus the Loki squad squaring off. I got all my money on the Buddha squad, guys. All my money. So Loki squad, a bunch of shit gods. Then we got Buddha squad with all the men. With the dude who killed Poseidon. These are shit gods. These are, like, you think about it. You think about it for a moment. The gods standing behind Loki right now are like Poseidon's grandchildren level. This dude killed Poseidon, one of the 3 great Greek gods, a brother of Zeus, chancellor of this whole fucking thing. And we haven't even seen what Okita can do. Okita is first squad Shitsengumi. Then we have his retainer behind, I'm sorry, this is going to end badly. So we see them squaring off. Next page. Sasuke Dono. How are your wounds? Just dandy. Thanks, Bad. Thanks, B. They even patched up the hole in my gut. The doctors here are something else. So, Sasuke is wounded, as we know, but still fully healed from his fight with Poseidon. I'm glad that they're acknowledging that right from the bat. Like, Sasuke is, if he's not 100%, he's good to go. Like, he might not be 100%, but he's good to go. Like, he's not at, like, half strength or anything. And he's like, I'm ready to go, man. The doctors in heaven, man, they got some good medical techniques. I'm sure they do. So we got the grin. Next side. You should have just stayed in bed. This is Loki. If you butt in here, you're really gonna die. The reason I hate Loki, 1, he's a hipster. 2, he reminds me of Jared Leto's Joker, which Cesar Romero looks like the greatest Joker of all time compared to Jared Leto's Joker. And Loki reminds me of Jared Leto. And I hate everything about Jared Leto, like, with a passion. Like, shouldn't have been born sort of passion. So, yeah. Anyway, Sasuke goes, give me a break. You gods all high and mighty highway. Like everything's gonna just go the way you want it to. And he's like, Shing Nitori style. Stomp. He's ready to go. And he's got both swords brandished. Alright, so Loki said, not gonna. It already is. Well, okay, Loki, that would sound badass if, like, this is the first time we were fighting a god, but literally, this is the dude who just killed a god on your level. Like, if you want to consider it, you got Thor, Odin, Loki. On the north side, you got Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades on the other side in the Greek. So if you want to consider them on the same sort of playing field, Loki and Poseidon are in the same tier of god. And this is the dude who just killed one. He says, not gonna, already is. You can't do anything. It's like, dude, he killed someone probably stronger than you. Like, what are you doing, you stupid hipster fuck? Like, he's confident. I'll give him that. He's confident, but he shouldn't be. Kondo-san. We have Okita. Kondo-san. He's just as I figured. One of those bad god kind of guys. Okay, we're seeing the lightning out of the eyes. Is it alright if I cut him down? Yep. And he brandishes his big sword. Okay, here we go. I'll give it nothing but my utmost. Smiling like a bastard. So, we got Buddha and these 3 samurai. And 3 samurai versus Loki. 3 samurai and 1 god versus 8 gods. Because we got the 7 lucky gods plus Loki. Loki steps back. All of a sudden, somebody gets in the way. One of the lucky gods. Sorry, bro. But could you let me snuff this shithead? If I don't pay him back, I won't be able to sleep at night. Yeah, I'm a gambler from Russia, Soviet Russia. And I just really want to pay back this bastard, yeah? So here we go, alright. Ain't that right, Buddha? And Buddha's yawning his ass off. And he cracks another, motherfucker, I'll blow your fucking brains out. And he fires some type of gun at Buddha who was yawning. And Buddha just like lazily just dodging all the special beam cannons coming at him. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care worth shit. And why should he? He's Buddha. This is one of the fucking pity gods. This is one of the bitchy gods. Once again, play Age of Mythology, ladies and gentlemen. Play Age of Mythology. Like, you talk about the major gods. You're talking Anubis, Ra, Zeus, Hades, Loki, Odin. These other bitchy gods ain't gonna touch major gods, and Buddha's a major god. I'm gonna talk about that shit. So they're all dodging. We're 10 pages in. Let's check the chat really quick. Sorry for being... I'm trying to wake myself up, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying, guys. But I really wanted to get this out for you guys. I really wanted to bring you the content. Yeah. I need to recharge on my batteries. Alright, let's go. Let's read the chat. Viv said, investors hate him. Read Griever's top financial tips. Okay, Viv. MC Dude, nothing. Dragon Trade says, Poseidon should have gotten more development. Poseidon was a piece of shit. Miss Content said, Loki is really a love him or hate him character in this. I didn't mind him for the longest time, but I've grown to hate him now by this point. Hate is such a strong word, as Iago would say from Aladdin, but I dislike him. I'm not rooting for him. Does that make sense? I don't hate him, but I'm not rooting for him. In any stretch. Just look out, he has a fish gun! Fish gun! Fish gun! Tenryo says Ultra Instinct Buddha, pretty much. Dragon Rage says your voice perfectly describes Buddha's mood during this fight. I hope it does. My lazy sort of, it's kind of like Aokiji, lazy justice, I'm just gonna dodge you. What does it matter? What are you even doing? I mean, what are you even trying to do here? You tried to shoot me. What was expected to happen? You know, I feel like that's Buddha's attitude the entire time. The entire time. Oh. Okay. Can't leave a dead stream here, ladies and gentlemen. Can't have a dead stream. Alright. So, we have, we're on to page 11, and we get everybody question mark. Episode. Where the hell were you aiming? Ah, Buddha says. You know, you shouldn't go breaking stuff. What are you, a kid? What? What the hell? He dodged my pistol blank at point the range. No, more like he just, So this dude, who I gave some type of Italian mix with Russian accent to, is shitting his pants because he can't fathom the ultra instinct that is Buddha. And then, just like you, Buddha-kun, like I said, you really ought to just... Okay, I feel like he's doing some Android 19 shit, like, I'm gonna suck all your power out through my hand, so I grab your wrists and fucking suck all your ki out of you. But I'm seeing daggers and kunais. Kunai with chain. Joey Wheeler plays alligator sword with kunai with chain. Oh yeah, which adds another 400 attack points, leading your Buddha-kun down to the slicer. Alligator sword, attack, kunai with chain, alligator sword slash. I don't even know if, alright, it is attack with alligator sword, but I don't know what kunai with chain actually gives. Is it 700? 400? I feel like it's more than 400. It's probably like 700, something like that. But Loki pulling out here the kunai with chain sort of trap card. Get lost. Loki, you're up against Buddha. Sorry. Buddha is the top in his religion. You're fodder. You got Odin and Thor. Odin is above you. Thor is above you. You're third tier. Well, you're not third tier, but you're third ranked on the first tier. Buddha is first rank on the first tier. He's Odin level. You're not. This is going to end badly for your brother. But alright, you stupid hipster wannabe thing. Inflation is the problem with today's zoo. Fuck you, boomer. Alright, so we basically got the hipster versus the boomer. The boomer's gonna kick his ass. Time for boomers to get a win. Alright, so Loki goes forth. A punch in the ground. Quit it! Boom, 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 boom. What do we got here? Good grief. Loki shocked. Odin! And Zeus. The two greatest gods. Where the fuck is Ra? All we need is Ra, and we got the trifecta of the greatest gods on ever conceived. Where's Ra at? You're all so spirited, aren't you? So we got... So Odin and Zeus. I feel like this is one of those... Like, a lot of people were questioning because they were like, okay, this is favoring Japanese mythology. It's favoring Greek mythology. But now we're seeing... I've always said that I think that Odin was on the same level as Zeus, but it's like only one person can be the chancellor. It's just a voted position. It does not mean anything. Zeus is probably one of the strongest of the gods. Probably top 3. Easy. But it doesn't mean that people like Ra or Odin would not be just as strong. It's just that he's the voted chancellor. So, and right here we're seeing this. It feels like like in One Piece, a Mihawk Shanks, or like a Yonko thing. Like, you can have your power scaling debate, but at the end of the day, they all hold the title of Yonko. And Odin and Zeus are fucking Yonko. You know, there's no, like, Odin showing up, he's like, no boy. And Zeus is there, no boy. I'm kind of disappointed that the fight was interrupted, but alright, I love the introduction of Zeus slammed his fist into the ground doing a fucking crater. You're so spirited, and Odin showed up behind him. Like, Odin and Zeus are standing there as basically the two rulers of the world. And we haven't seen Ra. Like, I'm under the impression that Ra is the third entity sort of idea. But I'm giving it to that Zeus and Odin basically control 90% of what's going on. Like, Odin didn't want to be Chancellor sort of idea, like a Mihawk Shanks thing. Anyways, so, alright, don't want to miss a thing here. Page 16. Gramps, and you even brought the old man. Oh, Gramps? And you even brought the old man. That implies that Odin is older than Zeus. Or no, sorry. Gramps might refer to, because Loki's kind of in this. It depends, because there's different interpretations, so it doesn't really matter. But either way, Gramps or old man could imply either Zeus or Odin. Like calling Gramps to, Odin, or it could be Gramps to Zeus. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Zeus says, I don't know what happened here, but given the current state of things, I'm very much displeased they do have a falling out. Buddha just looking to the side, going okay, and Odin standing there. Alright, so we have the ravens talking, saying, quit trying to start shit with each other all willy-nilly, you dumbass motherfuckers! It's absolutely outlandish that the fellow gods would choose to quarrel now of all times! What the fuck are you doing, you fucking maggots? And then we got Okita going, wow, look, Kondo-san, these girls are talking, so kawaii. We're in heavens for fucking... Okay. The birds literally said, huh? We're heaven's fucking executioners. The hell gives the likes of yous a right to... Alright, so we're jumping to the next page. So it's going to be a comedy moment. I'm kind of pissed the fight was interrupted. I really am. I felt like this was... I mean, they're interrupting the fight, which is fine. I feel like there still is a subplot at play, but I feel like this was part of a subplot. Because we were basically... This manga was a tournament arc manga. Like, there is no tournament arc. The whole manga is a tournament. And now we were finally jumping into the sideline deal, and now it's been kind of squashed. I hope that it's not dead. I feel like there's potential here. I'm only 16 pages in. Could be more to it. But reading this 16 pages in, I'm hoping they don't kill this. I hope they don't kill the whole sideline thing, because I'm hoping for fights unsanctioned. Unsanctioned fights outside of the major fights, which affect the major fights and stuff. It'll build up the drama, right? So I'm hoping for that. Anyway, we got Odin. Holy shit. What? This dude. What did I say? What did I fucking say? This dude is Shanks giving Zeus the title of chance. This dude is like, this dude is Shanks giving Mihawk the title of World Greatest Swordsman. This dude is still a Yonko. And he's going, that's enough. Conquers Hockey, bang! He made all of them bow down. When Odin's gonna fight. This is, once again, Adam would have beat the shit out of Shiva. Adam would have won any single fight, bar none, against Zeus or Odin. Everybody else is fodder to Adam. Saying it, stating it right now. Look at what he's doing. We got three. We got two gods, two major gods in the fight. Loki and Buddha bowing down. We got a dude who killed Poseidon shrinking. We got two other samurai, one in the fight, bowing down, and another bunch of gods. All of them. Odin. That's enough. I am Whitebeard. If they ever make an anime of this, and if they ever dub it, Anthony Hopkins, reprise your role as Odin and just tell me that's enough. Because I'll fucking believe that man when he tells me that's enough. This dude convinced me that he's stronger than Zeus right now. Look, Zeus is smaller right now. I'm not saying that Zeus is necessarily... Zeus versus Odin would be the epic fight. Zeus versus Odin is Mihawk versus Shanks. I'm telling you, these dudes are both Mihawk and Shanks. I don't care which one you want to say is which. Doesn't matter. In my understanding, Zeus is Mihawk, given the title because Shanks didn't want it. He took the title of Yonko instead. He was happy with it. Look at like, I don't even want to skip the page. I'm looking at that's enough. This is some Escanor level. Who decided that? Level. That is my sin. I'm going to have to go to the chat. I wasn't planning on it this early. This is so... Vib, I blame Vib because he told me do the One Punch Man chapter first. Why did I wait 3 days to read this chapter? What's wrong with you? You very well know this chapter is better than 133 of One Punch Man. 133 was not nearly this good. This one panel beats the entirety of the last 3 chapters of One Punch Man. This is a goddamn... This is a who decided that chapter. This dude conquers hawking gods. Plus dude who's have killed gods. Oh my god, this is... Maybe I'm I know I'm overtired, but... the fuck? This is so cool! I always stand Odin. You guys know that from watching all my reviews and shit, but... I've been reviewing this chapter from this series from day one, but... Goddamn. Alright, we gotta read the chat, and then we're going back in because... I'm actually... I feel like... You ever get those, like, temple headaches? They're happening all across my eyebrows because I'm just so... like, wowed out right now. It's nuts. Okay. The fact that I need to scroll up speaks volumes. So, let's see. Episode said, maybe if you pointed the gun straight, you wouldn't have missed. Fair point. Miss Content says, Loki had the Blades of Chaos was not something I expected. Yeah, they look like the Blades of Chaos. Okay, that Kratos thing, God of War thing. Yeah, all right. MC Dude says, with how wild the faces get in the series, we might get a Joey face at some point. I'm waiting for that Joey face with the chat card. So there's a weird open end implication in this standoff, a little bit. MC Dude, either the humans involved either have Volans, which we didn't really see because it seemed like he had his normal swords, Sasaki, but still, dude who killed a god. They don't need Volans, or they went in knowing a fight was never going to happen to begin with. I'm going in on the fact that Buddha was going to kind of Supreme Kai sort of Dragon Ball Z thing, and you know. Let's see. Vib said, so do you say that as a number one of the Hindu gods, Shiva is on Odin and Zeus level? Honestly, a loaded question, because I did say, because I played Age of Mythology and stuff, and now we consider, Anubis or Ra on number one, and then you have, Zeus or Kronos on, on the Greek side, and then you have, Odin on the Norse side. So you covered your Egyptian, your Norse, your Greek. And then on the Hindu side, I guess it would be Shiva. But the difference is that Zeus told Shiva to back down. So I feel like he's not on, in this interpretation, he's not on that tier. He's on the Loki Thor tier, not on the Odin. This chapter alone has proved it, that Zeus and Odin are on their own tier. Who else belongs in that tier? We don't know. But I don't feel like Shiva could have pulled an Odin over these guys. Can you see Shiva doing this right now? Page 17, could Shiva do this? I don't think so. So, I say no. Not on the same tier. I was just trying to rationalize all the religions and trying to pay homage and fairity, but, yeah. So Dragon Trader says, I think Odin is one of the smartest gods since the Norse mythology. He sacrificed his eye to gain knowledge. Yeah, he did. Odin is insane. Vib retracted the message. Miss Content said, in this series, Odin is his uncle, but in Norse mythology, they're supposed to be brothers, and Loki is generally on the same level as him. It's up to interpretation. Sometimes Odin is the All-Father, and he is the father of Loki and Odin. Sometimes Loki is a frost giant. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes, it depends on the interpretation. But usually, Odin is the All-Father, which is the god of Norse. So, in general interpretation, and I feel like they're taking it this way. Vib says it's Ibisu saying he's the executioner, not the crow. Okay, fine, Dandy. Alright. That's okay. But, so I gave him a weird voice. Still, it's okay. It was funny. I think I had a good time with voicing the act, pretending to be the crow, so I'll take it though. Ibisu seems to never realize who he's dealing with, apparently, says Miss Content. Iron Heart with an A is in here saying, laugh out loud, King's Hockey. Absolutely, Conqueror's Hockey, my man. Welcome, by the way. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Dragon said, Odin is Whitebeard of the series. Absolutely. Odin is Whitebeard. Vib says, Buddha isn't bowing. We can't really see that he's not, though. Not that I see. We see everybody else, taking a knee sort of video. They're crumbling. We can't tell if Buddha's bowing or not really from this shot. I'll check the next panel. Miss Contest says, you'll notice the ones who are actual fighters on the roster aren't as bothered by Odin's auras as the others. Yeah, there's a lot, like, Loki's on his hands and knees, it seems like. There's other fighters, but Sasaki and everybody, but still, but Okita almost seems on his knees. It's hard to tell. It's up for interpretation. The point is, Odin is above them all. He's standing above them saying, bow down. And, I mean, heads aren't to the pavement, but, you know. Listen, if I was in the schoolyard and I said, that's enough, and somebody was below me, I'm 5'9". If somebody told me nothing but got down below me, I'd accept it. I don't care if their hands are on the ground. I don't care if they're kneeling. I don't care if they scrunch down to the point that they're under my height. That's all that matters. So, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Miss Kanta says, Kojiro, Okita, Buddha, Loki, and Bishamonte are only surprised or distracted. Loki is literally on his hands and knees by the looks of this panel. He literally fell down to his hands. So, I don't know. I'll have to read it. Ironheart laughing. Dragon's Rage says, imagine if Adam was there. Adam would look Odin in the face and be like, crack his neck. Like a Wolverine thing. Ironheart says, the correlation to OP. MC Dude says, Adam wouldn't put up with any of this. No, Adam would have went up and he'd be like, alright, which one of you am I fighting? Because Adam was the strongest of the humans. I think it's a fact at this point. He didn't kill Zeus, but he could have. It was a tough fight. Save the best for last, says Vib. Yeah. Dragon says, I don't think Adam would care about Odin. Odin is Zeus level. So Odin or Zeus are the only two that could have beat Adam. Adam would have kicked the shit out of Shiva. Shiva would be dead on the ground right now if Zeus didn't step in. Zeus stepped in because he knew that fucking Shiva would lose. You can make up whatever fucking fan fiction you want to say no, but it's fan fiction, guys. Sorry. The only reason Zeus stepped in and Brunhild was pissed was because Adam was the trump card to get an early W against a weaker opponent. She knew the lineup. She chose it to beat one of their strongest competitors, which Shiva's not weak, but Adam's better. And then they did a pinch hit. Ironheart says, what do you think about Shiva gonna ask Zeus for what he owes him? Zeus gonna kill Shiva if Shiva doesn't already die. Ironheart says, Zeus in a tight spot right now, 2 Greek gods already dead. Yeah, but he's the Chancellor. He's top dog. He told Shiva to sit down, so. Alright, so we're going to go back to the chapter, guys. I've fanboyed enough over Odin. I feel like I'm going to fanboy more here. Okay, so they're all shocked. They're all worried. That's one intense aura. Ugh. So they're all backing down. Okita just looks like, huh? Loki, though on his knees in the last panel, sneezes, says, aw, that kind of took me out of the mood. But we've already seen him that Odin said, you take Thor's form again, I'll kick the fucking shit out of you. So, he, once again, the trickster god playing the trickster, but he's not pushing Odin's buttons, so he's clearly a tier below Odin. If he legitimately wanted to fight Odin or Buddha, he would try to, and he knows he would lose. So at least he's aware of its limitations. He's a trickster. He's not a fighter. So, well, that's it for me. I'm going to go watch the match. See ya, Buddha-kun. So he walks away. Till next time. Buddha just like, fuck yourself. Look, he walks away. Buddha just like, alright. It's all good. And the other gods Never forget, the traitors will receive divine punishment, says Bishamon. Bishamon is going to get his ass kicked along with Loki. Loki and this dude are going to lose. They're not going to win. This dude is not impressive. Like, they could have chosen so many more crown princes of hell or Shinto gods, or there's so many other options, and they chose this fucking loser. Like, not that he's a loser in his own mythology, but this interpretation makes him look like a bitch. Leader of the 7 lucky gods, or the 7 deadly sins of Shintoism or Buddhism or whatever it is. And it's like, no, not with it. Okita there. Oh man, that was boring. Well, that's alright. Pats him on the head. We're going back to the room to watch the match. What about you, Kojiro Dono? Yeah, I'm gonna head on back too. Ouch, I was putting on a bit of a front. Wow. So he's still healing, so that's okay. Sorry if your patrons stuck their heads in where they shouldn't have. Sorry if your patrons stuck their heads in where they shouldn't have. Watch the match. Is he saying that to Buddha? I think he's saying that to Buddha. So he's talking. So Buddha's talking to Zeus. Well, Zeus says, "Well, looks like the scuffle's over. You'd best head back too." And, ooh, Zeus looks dangerous. Let's not go starting so much trouble. Got it? Buddha doesn't seem to care. Look at his lollipop saying, "Ha." And starts laughing his ass off at Zeus. And Zeus starts laughing too. Odin just standing on the sidelines. And then Buddha crushes his sucker. Says, "The only one who can push you around in all of heaven and earth is me." Buddha coming in clutch. Just the only one who can push me around. He's got some Flexinor in him going, "You can't tell me what to do, bitch. I am Buddha. I am on your tier. I am not below you. You can order Loki around all day. You can't order me around." I gotta reread this. And jump back. So the scuffle's over. Let's not start getting too much trouble, because clearly he knows who gave him the secret to the Valans, apparently. So they start laughing. The only one who can push you around in all of heaven and earth is me. And as he walks by Zeus and Odin. And Zeus says, "Good grief. I just don't know what to do about him." But remember, in mythology, Buddha is a god. Became a god by becoming a holy saint. He was once a human. Once again, like Heracles. So, the interpretation here, I don't know his story. Like Heracles was changed for Record of Ragnarok. But I'm curious to know what the story is here. So, either way, Zeus and Odin are talking. At any rate, Ragnarok isn't going quite as expected. Now, is it, leader of the Norse? Well then, I gotta get back to the arena. Watch the match. Why? 2 Greek gods lost. The one Norse god won. Why is he telling that to Odin? Odin's the only one with a W. plus Zeus himself. Zeus won. Thor won. There ain't no other wins. So why is he telling that to Odin? Is Odin going to crush something? Odin seems to be just standing there. The Raven, Lord Odin. Oh God. Oh God. This is some scary shit. He's literally scaring away with his smile and his anger, scaring away the flower petals. Just depravity all around him. Zeus goes, heave ho, I'm back. Walking up to Ares and Hermes. What'd I miss? Ares staring down at the floor. One thing led to another, and well, said Hermes, and we see blood dripping down. It looks like Shiva's hand. And Zeus is like, what? Exactly what you see. One of Shiva's hands is completely like cauterized. It's completely destroyed in a grip format. It's like he gripped one part of it and just crushed it completely and bled out. Good Lord. The strongest god of destruction in heaven by a long shot just got wrecked by mankind's own Raiden Teomanu. The strongest god of destruction in heaven. That's a distinction. I'm going to say god of destruction. The strongest god of destruction, because Odin and Zeus could kick this guy's ass. Bar none. I even give Thor a +1 against this dude. So, Shiva does not impress me. Anyways. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. Okay. So, that's the end of the chapter. I enjoyed it. It was a great chapter. I love that outside of fight shit. I love it. It feels like every panel is worth it. That Odin panel on chapter 17. The Whitebeard. The Conqueror's Hockey. Sit down. 3 gods. A fucking, like a bunch of people that kill gods. Like, fuck off. I'm Odin. I am Whitebeard Odin. I demand respect. Sit down. And they sat down. Anyways, let's check the chat. Einhard said, Zeus is in a tight spot about now 2 Greek gods already dead. That's what I'm saying. And he's bitching at Odin about it. Vib said, by the way, Griever, not related to chapter, but you should look into fixing the chat display on the stream. Why? Is there something wrong with it? Vib, let me know what's wrong with it, because I'm looking at it and it looks totally fine, man. Like it's running, it's good. Like what's the problem? Is it blurry or something? I don't know how I would fix that, but I'd try. It's just there. Miscontent, Ironheart and Miscontent says Buddha hype, and Buddha is almost definitely Zeus and Odin tier. Absolutely. Dragon's Rage says Buddha has to be on the same level as Zeus to be in the calm against him. Exactly. Shiva bowed down. Buddha did not. I'm under the impression that Buddha is the leader of the sort of the Asian-wide, like, tier culture sort of idea. I'm just going to go off that. Viv said, in mythology, boobs, Griever. Okay, you can quote me on that one, because I said boobs. I mean, I agree with that. Dragon said Zeus won. Yeah. Miscontent, you can see where Thor gets a smile from. Yeah, Odin was scary. Miscontent also, after this chapter, you can't convince me Odin won't be the final boss for round 13. I don't believe that. I don't even think Odin's going to fight. Honestly. I think we're going to get interrupted before Ragnarok fully goes down. So, MC Dude says, well, we got plenty of time for a new character to get hyped as the last god standing. True. Dragon just said, maybe it's not that Shiva is weak, maybe it's because Raiden is that strong at Griever. Shiva has been a little fucking pretty boy bitch that people have hyped up due to his religion, when we know very well that if you look at Heracles' entire backstory in this series, it's 100% the opposite of what happened to him. Completely different. So I'm not willing to accept all the, oh, well, he's like Superman level. Oh, but he's as strong as Goku shit. Fuck that. I'm not willing to accept those feats. I will see the feats in Valkyrie. I won't accept outside feats. I understand the hype by name dropping someone like Odin, Shiva, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. I get it. I get it, and I'm hyped too. But I'm not going to put all that faith and all that merit into a name alone based on a Wikipedia entry. I'm going to wait to see what the dude can do in this context, in this world. Because they make the rules. Valkyrie makes the rules. Not the Wikipedia. Not the religion. So, I'm just waiting. MC just said, riding hype, let's go. I don't care about this fight. This is honestly, I thought Lu Bu versus Thor was my least favorite fight, but this one I don't give a shit about. I hope they keep jumping back to Buddha and that storyline, because I could care less. Ironheart says the match starts now. Yeah, but I mean, it'll probably be epic, and I'll watch it and be happy to review it, but it's the least hype fight for me, honestly. Like, let's get to the more interesting characters. Don't care about Shiva, don't care about Raiden. Miss Content says Shiva hasn't even gotten serious yet, while Raiden has to go through a transformation system to be serious from the start. Fair point. It could be possible. Miss Content says hasn't even opened his other eyes yet either. True. So potentially Shiva is not in his final form. Vib says it's mega squeezed. Yeah. Ironheart says no. It interprets probably. Dragon's Rage says it would be kind of stupid to give Odin this much hype to not have him fight. I'm not saying he won't fight. I'm saying I don't think he's going to be in a round. I think it'll be after the rounds are done and it's an all-out war fight, because I don't see how Odin would lose. Adam was the best bet against Zeus and Odin. And he lost against Zeus, and now he's dead. You can't pull Adam again. I would give Adam a +1 against Odin, but I don't see anybody else beating him. I don't. Do you guys? Do you see it? Because if you see it, I'm there. I'm with it. I'm willing to go. I'm willing to see the argument. But at the end of the day, I do not see it. I do not see Odin against, like, I can't explain it, guys. Like, if you're not Goliath the Gargoyle from Gargoyles, you're not beating Odin. And nobody on the human list tells me they can beat Odin. King Arthur is not there. Alexander the Great is not there. I'm trying to think who else I think would be a match for Odin. Adam, Alexander, King Arthur. Leonidas is on the list. Potential. But the hype ain't there. Adam versus Zeus was super hype. I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of an enemy, a human enemy that I believe could go up against Odin, and I came up with only two. One that's still on the list, two that aren't. Dragon Trade says, don't sleep on Rasputin. Lover of the Russian Queen will not be beating Odin. I got great hype. Rasputin gonna win his fight. Rasputin will win the fight. But it won't be against Odin. It can't be. Because Rasputin has to win his fight. And Odin is gonna win his fight. Odin, I don't care who you match him up against, guys. Odin's winning his fight. I just hope they give him a great death. Because Odin's winning. Miss Content says, I've heard some people say he might fight Nostradamus. Excuse me, guys. Got the hiccups all of a sudden. If Nostradamus has some kind of future sight or can alter the future or something. Fair point. Also says, other than that, probably Leonidas. I hope he doesn't fight Leonidas because I want Leonidas to win his fight, and I feel like Odin's going to win his. Odin's going to be a win for the gods. I think Buddha, Anubis, and Odin are going to be the wins for the gods. I thought Heracles was going to win, and in my opinion, he did win. He didn't win on paper, but he won. So, hard to say. Heracles is probably still my favorite character in the series, so. Vib says, been fun, but I gotta go. Look forward to the 35 review. Thanks, Vib, man. We're gonna end the stream here anyways because we're done with the chapter. The chat's kind of slow. It's not like it's picking up or anything. So, I appreciate everybody. I apologize for being so monotone more than usual. It's just overtiredness, adrenaline rush here. It's also 2 o'clock in the morning for me. So, I can't imagine what time like is for you people. So, thank you so much for watching though, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that fun jazz. This has been Griever doing your Shuumatsu no Valkyrie chapter review, chapter 34 reaction. And when chapter 35 drops, which it was supposed to be yesterday. It never dropped and never dropped today, but I assume it'll drop over the weekend. If it doesn't, whenever it drops, I'll be doing another live stream. So don't worry about it. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. This has been Griever. Hope you guys enjoyed. Signing out. Peace. Drink responsibly. Yeah, that's a good send off. Yeah, drink responsibly. All right.